Rachida here. So I wanted to go live this morning because I had a conversation with a client yesterday about how much money we earn in the entrepreneurial space, about comparing ourselves to others, and about feeling not that great because of the comparison and wondering why we're not earning as much money as everybody else seems to be earning, and looking at the stuff around lots of people, lots of coaches talking about giving you the steps to earning the next 6 or even 7 or even sometimes 8 figures in your business. And I feel that sometimes this supports our self-limiting beliefs that we're not good enough, that our business isn't successful, that it's only a small business, that we're not earning enough money, that, and then we say things like, oh, it's just our little business, or, you know, it doesn't make us feel that great when we're looking around at everybody else and we're thinking they're earning 6 or 7 figures, or I've done this course that promised me that I could earn 6 or 7 figures. Why am I not there? And so just wanted to take a pause and ask you to pause this morning if you're feeling a little bit discouraged about what's going on and why you aren't bringing in loads and loads of money and all the bacon, and kind of tell you about the reality of what's happening here. So there are lots of coaches out there talking about earning 6 and 7 figures, and there's lots of people selling courses trying to sell you this dream of 6 and 7 figures, but the statistics don't actually back this up. So I want to share a statistics with you from the Institute of Fiscal Studies. And if there are a lot of coaches out there earning 6 or 7 figures, the stats just don't back it up. So here's the stat. Only 1% of UK taxpayers earn over 160,000. And most of that 1% that earn over 160,000 are male, middle-aged, and live in London. And that's just 310,000 people that earn over 160,000 in the entirety of the UK, which is what, like 62 million now? And actually, what is true is that of working age adults, 43% of them don't even earn enough to pay tax. That's 31,000 people. That's almost half of the UK don't earn enough money to pay tax in the UK. So if you're not earning 6 or 7 figures yet in your business, you're like the rest of us. You're like the rest of us, the reality of this. And the reason I'm talking about this is I worked with a client yesterday, and she said that she spends her time on Instagram looking at people, making an assumption that they're all earning £20,000 a month. And I wanted to talk to you in case you're also looking on Instagram and thinking everybody's earning £20,000 a month. Why am I not earning £20,000 a month? So the first thing is that only 1% of UK taxpayers earn over 160k, and they're mostly men, they're mostly middle-aged, and they mostly live in London. The second thing to know is that most of my audience are women. And it's good to sort of benchmark us. Well, what is the average? What are the average self-employed women in the UK earning? And so I can put myself against that and I can go, okay, so I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right here. So the average self-employed woman in the UK earns £243 a week. So if you're earning more than £243 a week, you're above the average for self-employed women in the UK. And if we look at that over a month, that's £972 a month. So about £1,000 a month. That's the average salary that self-employed women in the UK are earning. It's a little bit higher for men. They earn 49% more. So the average self-employed man in the UK earns £363 a week. So if you're earning more than £1,000 a month from your business, you are above the average. Doesn't that make you feel better when you think maybe there aren't loads of people out there earning 6 or 7 figures? Maybe actually if I'm hitting £1,000 a month or more, I'm doing better than the average bear. And when we start putting it into context and we start getting some reality and clarity on what's actually happening in the UK, it makes us feel a little bit more confident about the money that we're earning. Now I'm just going to look over here at how much money I've been earning this year within COVID to let you know. So my best month, I earn 9,328 in that month. So that is almost at that kind of, six-figure salary. But in my worst month, I earn 2,234. And it's really interesting because this client that I was talking to was looking at me thinking that I was earning 20K every month. She looked at my award, she looked at my Instagram, and she thought, oh God, she was kind of a little bit terrified and a little bit, I don't know, she felt like I was so much better than her and she's just at the start of her business and why isn't she earning as much money as me? And the thing is, unless people actually come on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn and say how much money they're earning, we don't know. And a lot of the time, we're benchmarking ourselves against success that isn't even there and doesn't exist. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people out there in the entrepreneurial world that are earning 6 and 7 figures. There definitely are, but they are in the minority. And I don't want you to benchmark your version of success against the minority. Let's benchmark our success against what's actually happening, the median figure, that average of £1,000 a month that UK female entrepreneurs are bringing into our business. And if we start looking at that, then it starts making us feel more confident. Okay, so I'm doing the average. So if I earn a little bit more, then I'm above average. Your business starts feeling like a viable entity. You start holding yourself up a bit higher. You start feeling a little bit more confident about what you're doing in your business. The other part of this with money is that what we know to be true is that more money doesn't necessarily make us happy. There's been all sorts of studies about how much money makes us happy and where that kind of cutoff is. And I think it's worthwhile thinking, if we've got these goals to earn 6 or 7 figures and we're pushing towards them, without really thinking about, well, what do we want from life? What does my version of success look like to me? Am I adding value to my clients? They're the things that we want to be focusing on, not just a cold, hard cash figure. We want businesses that give us joy, that light us up, that get us to do our best work with the best people. So all of the science says that once we get to kind of 70 or 80,000, at that point, getting up to 70 or 80,000, we're getting happier and happier, and we're able to relax a bit more. We can pay our bills. We don't have to worry about the mortgage. Once we get past that 70 or 80K, our happiness starts plateauing. We don't actually get any happier. So my question is a little bit, what's it all for? Now, I love mindset, I love having a good mindset. I talk about it all the time. I love feeling abundant. I love kind of manifesting stuff. But I want it to be in reality. I want you to set it in reality for you and think about what that figure actually does for you. So once we get past 70 or 80K, we're not actually any happier. And actually, the science says once we get past 120K, we actually start becoming less happy. Once we get past 120K, we actually start worrying more and we start benchmarking ourselves against other people who've got bigger yachts or faster cars, and we start feeling like we're not successful. So the 3 things we talked about today in regards to money is that only 1% of the UK is earning over 160K, and they're mostly white, middle-aged, and live in London. The second fact is that the average female entrepreneur in the UK earns about £1,000 a month. So if you're doing that, you're with the average, you're doing good. So let go of the 6 and 7 figures and just start thinking about, what does building a successful business mean to me? And the third thing is that you don't get any more happy once you get past 70 or 80K, and you actually get more miserable once you get to the 120K mark. So I want you to start benchmarking your success on reality, not on Instagram, not on Facebook ads of 6 and 7 figures, on what's actually happening in the UK, and realizing that you're doing really well. And if you're really early in your business journey, don't benchmark yourself against people who have been doing it for 6 and 7 figures. You're just not there yet. Look around at what's happening to you. Bring down the Instagram expectations and know what is actually happening in the UK, and create a business that gives you your version of success. and that can't just be linked to money. What is your version of success? So that's my little rant today about money, reality, and all of that stuff, and hoping that that helps you feel a little bit more confident in where you are in your business. Bye!